going on, everybody? I hope you guys are having a good day. Thank you for tuning in to our second podcast. This topic's going to be really fun to talk about, and I hope you guys enjoy this.
Yeah, make sure to check out our articles and work at chsprowl.org and our social medias shown behind. We really enjoy putting out work for you guys, so it would mean the world to us if you checked it out.
Yeah, it would be really cool if you guys just gave us a follow on Twitter and Instagram at CHS Journalism.
All right, today we're talking about whether or not you should start celebrating Christmas before Thanksgiving. My opinion is that you shouldn't. I think Christmas should be celebrated after Thanksgiving.
No, you're wrong. No. Like, you can celebrate Christmas whenever you want. It doesn't even, if whatever makes you happy, celebrate it whenever you want.
Well, first off, what do you guys think about Christmas music before Thanksgiving? I think it's a little...
I think you can listen to it whenever you want.
I don't know. I think it's just a little cringy. You don't really hear stories about people listening to Halloween music during the 4th of July, so...
I listen to whatever music I want whenever I want, so, I'd probably do it.
Well, I'm not saying, you can't. It's very questionable. Earlier, Lucas and I were talking about putting it on during the first snowfall of the year. I can understand that one.
Yeah, so my thoughts are basically, you can listen to Christmas music, throughout the year. Doesn't matter. That's you. But first snow, or just whenever it snows, I feel like that's when you can really use Christmas music. But I'm not necessarily saying just play Christmas music constantly before Christmas, because then it just gets old, or before Thanksgiving.
Right.
I don't think Christmas music ever gets old. I've been listening to it since July, and I'm not sick of it yet.
Just hearing that makes me feel sick.
Just hearing you say that makes me feel sick.
Nice. But yeah, back to the first snowfall, yeah. During the first snowfall, I might bump a little Mariah Carey, but I can't really, pursue Christmas music too much unless it's the month of December, so.
No. No.
Sometimes I'll throw on a little bit of Christmas music here and there, but
yeah, little Santa baby. Well.
Some people have Christmas songs that they love to listen to all the time. So, if they're just in a bad mood someday and they're like, well, I really want to listen to this song, are you saying that it's really just dumb to listen to that song to put them in a better mood?
No, but
I agree with Delaney there.
That's basically what you're saying.
No,
you're saying,
I'm not saying that.
You shouldn't listen to it.
I like to keep my music into, the area where it's designated to be played in, I'm not playing Halloween music during the 4th of July. I play it during
if it makes
October.
me happy.
I don't play Christmas music in the month of November, October. I play it in December because that's
Why
that's
not November?
designated for
November
Christmas.
is basafely Christmas season.
November is?
Yes, November is.
Have you not heard of the holiday called Thanksgiving?
I've established right after Halloween and on is Christmas season.
No,
Exactly.
it's
Thanksgiving is just something in between.
Right, a holiday in between.
Sure,
No,
sure.
okay, listen. Easter, right?
Yes?
So, Jesus died for, he was gone for 3 days, right?
Right.
And, you're saying, if I want to celebrate Christmas before Thanksgiving, I can't do that. Is that what you're saying? So he has these 3 days. So what if I celebrate Thanksgiving in those 3 days? I have 3 days to celebrate it, right?
Okay.
And I can celebrate Christmas before and after. That is basically what Jesus did.
Well, see, when you talk about Easter, I think there's a huge difference between celebrating Christmas and Easter. I'd say Easter's more less commercialized than Christmas is, because I feel like, yes, I know the purpose of Christmas, but I feel like it's drifting away from that. I feel like it's going on to more buy presents for this person, or
well, there's
we need
reasons
to buy all
behind
this.
that. People buy presents because that's representing the 3 wise men who brought presents for baby Jesus.
I don't think people are really knowing that, though.
Well, I know that, and that's how I know what happens, and that's why we give presents.
not everybody is, religious enough to know that. I feel like
Well, they
feel
don't
like kids,
have to be religious
when kids
enough.
think about Christmas, they think about Santa. They don't think about Jesus.
And did you know that Santa was actually created to spread kindness and, to show kids that you can, this is a way to be kind. This is showing kindness to others.
Right. But I still really support the idea that many people are starting to drift away from the sole purpose of Christmas.
I don't think
it's
people
just
actually are.
I think they are.
Maybe in your eyes.
When you think of Black Friday, it's all about shopping. And a lot of
for
Black
people
Friday
who
shopping
you care about.
is for Christmas.
Yeah, it is for Christmas.
But I mean, I think people often feel obligated to buy gifts for others. I mean, some people might not be as fortunate as others, therefore they can't give gifts or receive gifts.
Well, they don't have to. Even if they do feel obligated, they don't have to do that.
But the idea of Christmas is going to a lot more gifts than it is to family.
Well, I mean,
that's why I like
technically,
Thanksgiving.
you don't even have to give gifts.
With Thanksgiving, you don't have to buy gifts or any of that.
Oh, but
you
you have
just
to
sit on
make
the,
food
you can
for
sit on
like
the table
hours and
eat whatever
hours.
food you want.
No.
Yeah.
Like, Jagger,
Yeah.
I think you could say the same thing with Thanksgiving, though, because some people aren't as fortunate to have meals. And
Yeah,
some
Right.
people,
So
That
if
is
you're-
that is true. But I mean, if you look at the price comparison, if your kid wants an Xbox, that's going to be a little bit more costly than it would be to go to KFC and get some chicken and mashed potatoes.
well, I mean, if a kid wants an Xbox, like, I don't think, like, and their parents are fortunate enough to buy an Xbox, then they can buy an Xbox. But if they're not, then some kids know not to ask for the things
Right,
that
but
they
I
can't
feel
really
like the
receive.
majority of people can celebrate Thanksgiving because KFC has these amazing $5 meals, mashed
But
potatoes,
maybe some people
chicken,
don't want to
everything you
buy
want, even a good cookie.
food from KFC, Jagger.
But that's
on
a cheap way to
Thanksgiving.
celebrate Thanksgiving if you don't have the money.
I mean, if you don't have the money, then you can still celebrate it with being thankful with all your family and friends.
Exactly, yeah, that's true. When it comes to Thanksgiving, at least in my family tradition, we don't go around the table saying what I'm thankful for. We do that for Thanksgiving, not Christmas.
I mean, we do it every holiday because whenever I see my family, I like to tell them, hey, I'm thankful for you because I wouldn't be here without you.
Right, and that's true. And for Easter and Christmas, and Thanksgiving, I always tell my family that I love them. But Thanksgiving's special for me because I can go up to each individual family member, tell them that I'm thankful for them, and also tell them that I'm thankful for the things they do for me.
And you can't do that
For
every day.
Christmas, you can.
So then why do you only do it on Thanksgiving, Jagger?
Because that's a holiday that it's designated for.
Well, I mean, even if it's designated for that holiday, that doesn't mean that you can't do it every day.
I don't know. I support my points on Thanksgiving and Christmas. I strongly feel like Christmas is just being overly commercialized.
I mean, yeah,
Speaking
it's
of that too,
commercialized.
how many commercials do you see for Thanksgiving regarding food or any of that compared to Black Friday offers and deals that you can say for Christmas gifts? I mean, there are thousands of ads for Christmas regarding that.
Because Christmas is a bigger holiday.
yeah.
Okay, about giving presents and buying
It's
stuff.
not about giving presents and buying things.
So are you
Jagger.
telling me that Thanksgiving's a smaller holiday because it's about sitting at the table with
No,
your
I'm
family?
just saying it's smaller because people don't commercialize it as much as Christmas.
I don't know.
Speechless, huh?
And Christmas is a worldwide holiday.
Anyone
Well,
can celebrate it.
I don't know.
I think anyone can celebrate it. You want to know why?
Well, Jews celebrate Hanukkah. They don't celebrate Christmas.
Let me tell you. The other day I was watching Netflix, right?
Right?
And I was
Okay.
watching this Christmas baking show. And there was this girl who was super excited to make this Christmas cake because that was the round, right? It was the last round. She made it to the last round and they were making a Christmas cake. And she was Jewish. And you know how excited she was to be able to make a Christmas cake and celebrate Christmas? She was so excited. So why can't they celebrate it if they want? Like they can celebrate it if they want to.
Well, you can, but if you go on to the religion factor, they're Jewish and not Christian. Therefore, they celebrate Hanukkah instead of celebrate Christmas.
Yeah, but they don't have
That's
to
their
just
religion.
celebrate Hanukkah. Like sometimes
And then
there's
me and
families-
Mr. Swantek the other day were having a discussion if Christmas can be like celebrated like that. He was telling me that Muslims don't celebrate Christmas because that's not their religion.
Let's talk about this, okay? What if, like, someone who celebrates Christmas and someone who celebrates Hanukkah get married? They can
Okay.
celebrate both of those. They
Yeah,
can celebrate whatever
absolutely
they
they
want.
can.
So if one of them just like defines himself as Jewish, they can still celebrate Christmas. Anyone can celebrate Christmas as long as they want to.
Do they want to though?
If they do, they can. If they don't want to, they don't have to. I'm saying if you want to celebrate Christmas, you can.
Okay, so let's talk about. So what's the sole purpose of Christmas to you?
This whole purpose of Christmas to me is Jesus' birth and
Okay.
being with family that you love and just showing that you love them and are always going to be with them and just it's just a family holiday in my opinion.
Okay, so being a family holiday, all right. See, I argue that Thanksgiving's a big family holiday because
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's a family holiday.
It's always on a Thursday. Often your parents get 2 days off for for Thursday and Friday. I'm not saying everybody does. There's still workers on
I
those
mean,
holidays.
my cousin never gets Thanksgiving off, and
Yeah,
I never really get to see him, so it kind of
But
does suck.
majority of people do get Thanksgiving
Not
and
everyone.
Black Friday off. That's why I said majority. I didn't say
That's
everybody.
still not everyone.
That's why I just said I said majority,
So
not everybody.
if my parents both worked on Thanksgiving, you know how sad I would be? Because every year, it's either my mom or my dad who just can't be at Thanksgiving.
Again,
you know
I
how
said
much I don't like Thanksgiving because of that?
Again, I said not everybody. I said majority.
Yeah, and that
And-
kind of it ruins
And
Thanksgiving.
with
for me.
Christmas though, not everybody has Christmas off, and oftentimes Christmas isn't designated on this like specific day. Like Thanksgiving is always on a Thursday. Christmas is not always on a Thursday. It moves around the calendar. Therefore, often parents are rewarded with 4-day weekends. Like my dad, you're gonna be enjoying your nice 4-day weekend. Awesome, go you. But not every family member for Christmas can enjoy a 4-day weekend or a weekend or whatever they're taking off. So again, all that time goes into family time. Like
Well-
you said, Christmas is for family. Well, I think Thanksgiving might have a little bit more family time than
Well, even
Christmas
though
is.
I'm saying Christmas is for family, and you don't have to celebrate Christmas on Christmas.
Right? Yeah.
Like if I had a dad that was like deployed, and he was going away in like July, and I
Mhm.
wanted to celebrate Christmas then because I knew he wasn't going to be back, are you like saying that?
I'm
Don't
not saying
celebrate
that.
it then?
I'm not saying that.
Well, I mean, you think that celebrating Christmas once is fine, but celebrating Thanksgiving multiple times is not. Like that's how that can be.
Have you ever heard of Friendsgiving?
Yeah, have you ever heard of having split parents and having to have 2 Christmases?
Multiple
Yes,
Christmases.
I have friends that have multiple Christmases.
So then why you say
I'm not saying
like you were
Christmas
telling
can't be
us before
celebrated multiple
you were telling us
times.
before this even started that
I-
Christmas should only be that should only happen once.
I never said
and
that.
you said Thanksgiving can happen as many times as we want.
I never said
You
that.
literally said that
You're
before we
putting
even
words in my
started.
mouth at this
Jagger,
point.
you said this before we even started.
Did I?
Yes, you did.
Okay.
You said it to Lucas and I.
I totally
Yeah,
said that.
right.
I did not say that, guys. But
Lucas and I both heard it, so you can try and say
I
it.
totally no. I did not say that.
Yes, you did. It's
Okay.
even written in your notes.
Is it where?
Scroll down. It's in one of those. I read them all earlier, and I gave counter arguments to all of them, so I'd be prepared.
I don't see it.
Yes, it's literally right there.
Thanksgiving can be celebrated multiple times, including Friendsgiving. Where does it say that?
You said it before we even started.
Where does it say that
To
Christmas
Lucas
cannot be
and
You
I.
said
celebrated?
Christmas was a one-time thing on Christmas.
I did not.
Yes, you
You guys
did.
are putting words in my mouth.
We are not, because you said it to Lucas and I. Like, we both heard it.
I think we were veering off topic a little bit, guys.
I don't think anything is off topic right here.
I definitely do think.
I mean,
I think we've been veering off to which holiday we like better,
Yeah.
Thanksgiving or Christmas. I don't think
And
we've
I'm
been
not
talking
saying
about
that I like Thanksgiving more. It's just I'm going back to the sole purposes of it. If you look at Easter compared to Christmas, there's clearly one that's more commercialized than the other. With Christmas, you get all these big like Black Friday deals. Buy. There's no Black Friday for Easter.
well, yeah, you're right, because Easter isn't showing, like,
I'd say almost if I think Easter is, what do I want to put it, a little more family like yielding. It's more or less I need this present. It's more we're gonna go.
well, I mean, I'm not saying, like, I'm not going to go up to my mom and be like, you need to get me this for Christmas.
Right,
Like, I
right.
want this. You have to get it for me. Like, no, I'm not going to say that.
Yeah, right. I totally agree with you because obviously you support the sole purpose of Christmas. But back to what I was saying, I think a lot of people are kind of veering away from the sole purpose of
I mean,
Christmas.
I think everyone knows the sole purpose of Christmas. I just feel like everyone has different traditions, and they all still follow those traditions.
I don't know. I almost see it as an excuse to get presents instead of spend time with your family.
Well, let's start on a different topic, okay? I'm going to tell you the 5 reasons why I love Christmas and why it should be celebrated before Thanksgiving.
Okay,
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Jesus is the reason for the season, and we do not celebrate Jesus on just one day a year. Therefore, wearing Christmas clothes should be okay whenever you want. And yes, I do have Christmas clothes that do celebrate Jesus on them.
Do you?
I do. I actually have multiple shirts and multiple sweatshirts that have it. Also, Second one.
I haven't seen you warn them.
Eggnog, hot cocoa, hot apple cider. Glorious, which should be appreciated all year long. Also, I wore one of those shirts last week in Spanish class. You should have noticed because I sit right next to you. Number 3, Thanksgiving. Now, I've heard people say you can't celebrate before Thanksgiving, like Christmas before Thanksgiving, but can I remind you that Jesus was alive, gone for 3 days, then came back? So why can I not celebrate Christmas, take a 3-day break for Thanksgiving, and then go back to being happy and full of Christmas cheer? Number 4, retail stores are putting Christmas decorations out in October and maybe even before that. So if I want to go buy Christmas decorations and put my house and like decorate it and everything that I want to decorate before Thanksgiving, I can because I do have the opportunity. And number 5, it is my decision to wear whatever I want to choose. So why is it your right to tell me what I can't wear whenever I want? If I want to wear a Christmas sweater in October or in July, what are you going to do about that? Report me to the police? No, because it doesn't matter what I wear and when I wear it as long as it makes me happy.
So regarding back to the whole the Christmas stores putting decorations up in October and all that, I hope you know that's a whole business tactic and not to actually celebrate Christmas.
And if I actually
they're doing that to get you to buy stuff, not actually
and
celebrate
if I go
Christmas.
into stores and pick up something that I want to go celebrate Christmas with, or bring to my family and give it to them and be like, hey, look at this. I found this in the store. I think this is really cool. And if they think, wow, this is so cool too, and they have a great day because of it, and if that made their day, showing them what I found and decorating for Christmas, then that's okay.
Do you think your friends will go buy what you bought if they think it's really cool?
No, I don't think that, but I think if I showed it to them, it'd make them a little bit happy.
No, the whole decorating before
The whole decorating before
October,
Thanksgiving.
it's a
in
business
October,
tactic the stores use.
No, it's
I
not.
think
It's
decorating
actually
before-
just making sure that what I want to do and when I want to do it makes me happy, then I can do it. Like you're basically saying that if you decorate like in October or November, like that's dumb. Like you shouldn't do that. But I want to do that, and that's what makes me happy, so I'm gonna do that.
Oh yeah, if that makes you happy, go for it. I mean, you said wearing the whole Christmas sweaters and all that season round to celebrate Jesus, but I think you don't really see people wearing sweaters with Jesus on it. You see
I have them.
with reindeers or runs of tree rexes. You don't see them with Jesus on it, and it just supports my idea of that Christmas is going more to Santa than it is to Jesus.
Full of Christmas clothes that have Jesus on them. Like I have multiple things, and if you really want me to, I'll wear them.
Good. I hope I hope to see more people wearing that.
So I can prove you wrong because I have those things to wear and I can wear it because the reason why I celebrate Christmas is because of Jesus, not to get gifts and be greedy.
Right, but I think a lot of people are starting to do that. With
they
stores
are.
too, they're being greedy. That's the whole sole purpose of Black Friday is to lure you in.
The whole sole purpose of Black
trap
Friday
you.
is because when you do not have enough money to buy what they want, they have these sales where you can get a family member something that they really want and then give it to them to make them happy during this holiday season.
Sales for them to get lots of money.
And thank them for what they've done in the past year.
I'm not saying Black Friday is evil. Trust me, it's a smart idea for the stores to do that. But I'm just saying it's that tactic that they're using is they're making millions off of it, which they're making money off a Christian holiday. It's a little shaky. I don't know.
Let's go back to Santa Claus. They created him.
Let's go back to Santa Claus. Okay.
They created him so he could spread kindness and so children could understand kindness because he's giving gifts to people without getting anything in return, and that's why. Well,
if you think about Santa Claus, I also think Santa Claus's presents have probably led to bullying in like elementary school or something because kids might be bragging about their new Xbox or their new train set they got when this other kid who's less fortunate only got maybe a bag of Rice Krispies for Christmas. It's back to the whole present thing.
So as we learned in Spanish class the other day, we were talking about Three Kings Day, which is celebrated in Spain, right?
Right, yeah.
And they get gifts, and they share them with everyone.
Yeah.
Because sometimes Santa doesn't, he doesn't spread it out all equally, and he doesn't know that. So
right.
they share it with everyone, and that's what.
And I
that's
think
what
that's
I
a good
used to do. That's what I did with all my friends when I was little.
Yeah, and I'm not saying I never shared. I always invite my friends over say if I got the new Call of Duty for Christmas, my friends would always come over and we would, grind it out with each other. But at the same time, I just feel like Santa Claus might be leading to more bullying than it is to more.
How is it leading to bullying? That you literally just
Like
put that
like
in
I just
there.
said, kids might be thinking, I got this brand new Lego set. What'd you get for Christmas?
How's that related to Santa
You got
Claus?
a chocolate
How's
bar?
that related
Aw,
to Santa Claus?
What?
How's that related to Santa Claus?
Because it's the gifts that they're receiving from Santa Claus.
Which they can
Which,
share
back
and
to
be kind
back
as
to the
in
whole
kindness about Santa Claus.
back to the whole Spanish class thing. Our teacher was even talking about how didn't people start voting to lessen what Santa Claus gave you to more simple gifts and let the parents do the bigger gifts.
Yes.
Yeah,
so
and
everyone could get the same thing.
right,
like
but that
same
doesn't
amount.
happen.
But it could.
It could, but it doesn't.
That's why people share things, because they know that some families are like less fortunate.
So if you get let's say a $2,000 camera or something for Christmas, and your friend wants to use it, are you gonna give it to them for the whole month or something?
Not the whole month, but I'll let them use it.
Well, isn't that sharing?
Yeah, that's sharing if I let them use it. It doesn't have to be the whole month.
Okay, but they're less fortunate enough to get that camera
Well, I
or
mean,
whatever
if
they
I
want.
get it, I probably won't get that from Santa. So
And if you look at the Christmas, if you look at Santa Claus and the Easter Bunny, I think the Easter Bunny does a great job of getting more gifts to children that are more affordable. Like Easter Bunny gifts are more consist of candy instead of toys and expensive electronics. So I think you can, if you compare and contrast the two, I think lots can be learned.
Because
from
Christmas
that.
is on a
I've
much
never
bigger
have
scale. It's
ever
a much
gotten-
bigger holiday.
Yeah, it's a lot more commercialized.
yeah, but I've never gotten anything really expensive from Santa. It's always been little.
Yeah, and that's good then. That's really good.
So I don't really understand what you're arguing with me about, because I've never had that bigger experience.
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten some cool Lego sets from Santa, and I'm obviously grateful to Santa. But if you just look at it more broader than simpler, I think lots can be learned from.
I
from comparing
definitely
Easter Bunny
think it's
and-
more equal than you actually think, because I think that you're trying to relate it to what's happened in your life, but you don't know what anyone else's. So,
So are you calling me poor?
no, I'm not calling you poor. Actually, not at all. So,
Okay. So one thing I would also like to let's see, checking my notes. Back to the whole religious holiday example, how everybody can celebrate Christmas. Again, I think everybody can celebrate more Thanksgiving than they can Christmas, because it's not a religious holiday. Therefore, everybody can celebrate it.
I think anyone can celebrate any holiday.
Well, if you're going off the religion factor, I
Well,
think.
I mean, I don't think yes, religion does matter, and yes, I celebrate Christmas because I am a Christian, but that doesn't, if I had a Jewish friend and I wanted to invite them over for a Christmas dinner and they wanted to celebrate Christmas with me, then they can. We can celebrate Christmas together, and then maybe they'd invite me over to come celebrate Hanukkah with them for one night, and then maybe then I would like that, and I could just get a feel for all these holidays and just decide, hey, I'm going to go celebrate this with my friend because this is what they care about.
It's a good idea. So when it comes to Thanksgiving, I think there's lots of morals to be learned, especially teamwork. When it comes to teamwork involving Thanksgiving, everybody's working for a common goal. It's the giant feast. Families who are working hard together to make delicious foods. Like mashed potatoes, turkey, green bean casserole. I think that's a really good thing to learn about Thanksgiving. It's
My
teamwork
parents and I,
and
my
the hard
sister,
work.
it takes a lot of work to put up our Christmas tree and decorate our house, and that's a team effort too, Jagger.
Yeah, it definitely is. But I think Thanksgiving is just a little undervalued compared to Christmas.
And yeah, it is, because honestly, if I'm being honest with you, I like Christmas more because that's when my entire family is usually together, and I like being with my entire family and not just pieces of it.
Right. Okay. I can agree to that. It's
Also,
Lucas?
did you know
I don't really have any thoughts on this right now.
that people who decorate for Christmas earlier are actually genuinely more happy? It's proven by scientists. I actually have it in here. It's proven by a scientist named Nelly. I don't know how to pronounce her last name.
what's
but
the source that you got this from? Do
I'm
you know?
pretty sure it's this one. in, let me find it. Scientifically proven that decorating for Christmas makes you happier. According to BusinessInsider.com, apparently those of us who wheel out the Christmas tree as soon as the bonfire embers diminish are much happier and excited about life, which is actually proven to diminish suicidal thoughts during November and December. So
is this like, was it a poll or something? What?
No, it was actually scientifically proven.
So scientists did the research then?
Scientists did do the research.
Okay. That's what I was wondering. I didn't know if it was a poll or...
No, psychologist. This is a psychologist named Deborah Sereni. And she figured that entire thing out. Like, she was a part of it.
That's pretty cool.
It is, isn't it?
I don't think Thanksgiving, though, would make anybody feel suicidal or anything.
I don't think, but, like, all year round, like, sometimes Christmas is a happier holiday. And that's just something that people like to celebrate more than
don't get me
Thanksgiving.
wrong. Yeah, Christmas is happier, but I'd rather... I see in November I go to turkey mode, and then December that's when I go to jolly
Yeah,
mode.
I have those 3 days where I go into turkey mode.
No. And with Thanksgiving, I think it's good to, I think it makes you almost value your food more. I mean, there's lots of families that go out and they go hunt for their turkey, and they do all the butchering themselves and all that, and it really teaches you how to value your food instead of...
Do you do that for anything else?
Oh, I will be honest. There's things that I obviously will take for granted. Sometimes I'll take food for granted because it's just always coming to you constantly. And when Thanksgiving comes around, you really get to sit down and reflect on what's been given to you, and you can be thankful for that.
I honestly think that you can reflect on that every day. So
I'm not saying that you can't, but yeah, you can. But I think Thanksgiving is a good time that's set aside for you to reflect on.
I honestly think Thanksgiving is just...
I mean, I'm sure there's lots of things that
where
everybody
people
takes for
can like
granted, right?
celebrate like food and just be with each other, when really technically you can do that every day. So I don't really know what's the big
Lucas,
deal about it.
what's going on in your mind right now? You kind of been quiet and watching us. I want to hear some of your thoughts and statements that you have written up in your notes.
I've just come into this thing thinking about like my view on this whole thing, like what I thought would be the thing coming into this thing is that this is about the spirit of Christmas and about like Christmas music and like wearing Christmas sweaters, not like I hate Thanksgiving because blah blah blah.
I'm not saying I hate Thanksgiving.
And I'm not saying that I hate Christmas.
Because like I feel like when you say like celebrating Christmas, I feel like when you say celebrating Christmas before Christmas, I feel like people think like actually like celebrating the holiday and like going to your families and stuff before Thanksgiving, even though it's just about like music and like putting up decorations.
Like, I don't go to my grandparents' house like right now and I'm like, hey, let's celebrate Christmas right now. Like I wear Christmas sweaters because they make me happy, and I listen to Christmas music because that makes me happy.
Yeah,
and
I agree.
Decorate for Christmas because that makes me happy, and that's what I do in October and November and December.
Yeah, that's basically what I've been thinking on this.
Well, thank you guys so much for watching this podcast. Hope you guys
We hope you enjoyed it. Hope you like either agree with one of us or both have like mixed feelings about it.
All in all, I think we were able to find a little bit of middle ground, and I respect everybody's views here. So
all of us like Christmas, all of us like Thanksgiving.
And I hope you guys have a nice Turkey Day this Thursday. I hope you guys will have a good holiday season. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to check out all the social media, and
We'll see you next time.
See you next time.